the average age of a board of 8 functional directors in a company is the same as it was 3 years ago, a younger man having been substituted for one of the directors. How much younger was the new man than that of the directors whose place he took? Alright, so I'm going to solve this question using a traditional method, and after that I'll show you a trick where you don't have to do that much calculation. So first of all, let's see the traditional method. Let's talk about 3 years ago. Okay, we know that 3 years ago there are 8 directors. So I can write it as 7 directors plus the age of this old director who is going to be substituted. Alright, we have here the age of 7 directors plus the age of this old director who is going to be substituted. Now let's divide this total age by total number of directors, which is 8, and this will give me the average. Alright, this much is clear. Now we were talking about 3 years ago. Now let's talk about present time. In present we have 7 directors plus this old director, and now in this 3 years all these 8 directors must have aged by 3 years each, right? In this 3 years all these 8 directors must have aged by 3 years each. So what we do is we add 8 into 3, 24 years, and now we have got the total age of all the 8 directors in the present time. Alright, this much is clear. Now the question is telling me a younger man having been substituted for one of the directors. So that means this old director is now substituted for a new directors. So what are we left with? We are left with 7 directors plus this 24 years plus this age of the new director, and now we have the total age of all these 8 directors. Now what we do is we divide this total age by total number of directors. Again we have total 8 directors, and this will give me the average. Now if you pay attention to the entire question carefully, the question is telling me that the average age of board of 8 functional directors in a company is the same as it was 3 years ago when a younger man having been substituted for one of the directors. So when this young man, which is this new man, substitute for old man, and the average that we get is the same as that of the average that was 3 years ago. That means this average and this average is same. So that means we can equate these two averages. So let's do that. So we get 7 directors plus this old one divided by 8 is equals to 7 directors plus 24 years plus this new divided by 8. 8 cancelled here, 7 director cancelled, so this new will go on the left hand side. So we get old minus new is equals to, we are left with 24 on the right hand side, and this is our required answer here. And that is what we are asked in the question: how much younger was the new man than the director whose place he took? That means old minus new here is 24 years, and this option A here is the correct one. Now this was the traditional method. Now let's talk about the trick here. The trick here is that 3 years ago, we know that 3 years ago total age was let's say X years. Total age of all these 8 directors was X years. Now in present total will be X years plus all these 8 directors must have aged by 3 years each, right, in these 3 years. So we add 8 into 3, 24 years. Now this will give me the total age of all the 8 directors in present time. Alright, this was the total 3 years ago. Now in present it was X plus 24. Now here it is clearly mentioned that a younger man has been substituted for one of the directors. So one of the director, that is old director, is removed and a new director is added. And what happens when we do this? What happens is the total age becomes the same as it was 3 years ago. That means this age and this age is this total, and this total is the same. So we can equate these two. So we get X is equals to X plus 24 minus old plus new. X cancelled, this old plus new will go on the left hand side. So we get old minus new is equals to 24, and again we get the same answer, which is option A, 24 years. So this is how you do. I have just written it just for the explanation, but you can do all this calculation in your head, and this question can be done orally as well. So this is the answer, 24 years. Option A here is the correct one.